Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Thank you for stopping by once again. It's your boy Mutikwe Khiba. Please, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, and if you're returning, just leave a like and maybe a comment if you enjoyed this. So what this video is going to be about is basically what my week was like shooting in the Highlands. Now, full disclaimer, I was so not ready for this. It was my first time shooting a fully fledged production in the Highlands, and there were a couple of challenges here and there. Some very probably minor if you're familiar with the terrain, and if you're not, walk this road with me. So amongst a few things, I had to go shoot in Mohale and in Kadze for the entire week last week, although you're probably seeing this 2 weeks later. That was very exciting. I got some really dope shots, as you will see as this video continues. Top of the morning once again. We are currently waiting for the sun to rise and show her beautiful rays in this very cold weather. We just flew the drone up right now to get like a young shot and kind of scope the area up top. It's weirdly enough still too dark for other cameras, but the iPhone though, woo. But yeah, so hopefully we get some real dope shots. Top of the morning, humans. Welcome to Mohale Lodge. Actually, I don't know why I said welcome to Mohale Lodge, because I don't think I actually showed you guys the sign. But anyway, this is day 1, or technically day 2 in Mohale. So we're up early. The time is currently, well, 5:30 right now. I'm gonna try and head to the first spot that we want to get a couple shots from, and then from there it's a very packed out day. So what we're basically doing here today is trying to get as much footage as we possibly can while we're here in Mohale of the dam and everything else that we might find very interesting. I think we arrived here late evening yesterday. Yeah, I think we arrived yesterday. But yeah, other than that, we didn't do much. We arrived here yesterday evening, I believe. So we literally just came here, checked into our rooms, charged batteries, unpacked some of the gear that we might need, and from there it was just a matter of prepping for today. So hopefully we're able to get some more content for you as this day progresses, or rather at least for the entire week, you know. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and hopefully the weather isn't too cold. So fun fact, it actually started raining last night, so that was a little bit scary because we didn't know what that was going to do as far as impacting the shoot. Are we going to be able to go on the hikes? Are we going to be able to fly the drone? All that crazy good stuff. But I think things should work out.
And I'm lost deep in the valleys of my own mind, where cerebral hills slope higher than the slow from back in 05 and stoop lower to my standards, procrastinating the cancer, time turbulent your ego, emo therapy's more demanding to the man. That's why the man is to avoid it, advancing on the voyage, filling an empty void with poignance. No, I'm still annoying, so don't mind me. Get out then I fit that hand by show body, so just sign me. You know I'm grimy, city greedy, refine me to be the sharpest chef that ever shoved the nigga since IVs. Wouldn't be surprised if you blindside me.
Right, that's really cool. But I basically had 2.5 days, or actually a day and a half technically, to shoot in each place, because we shot Monday, Tuesday, came back to Maseru because it was a public holiday, and then shot Thursday to Friday in Kadze. And yes, we definitely did get some really dope shots, and again, you'll see that as we go on. Not being familiar with the distances or how to calculate time and distance in the Highlands, right? Because when you see a place or you hear that a place is around 60 kilometers away, I kind of didn't factor in the twists and bends that would come with, and you find that a distance that's around 50 to 60 kilometers ends up taking you around 2.5 to 3 hours depending on conditions to get there. So when you get there, we literally have like 30 minutes to shoot, and you're just absolutely going ballistic because you have to get as many shots as possible, and not just shots, but you need to get as many usable shots as possible while you're there. So that was definitely very interesting. It was definitely quite the experience, because I think amongst like so many other things happening, which is being able to execute this video, it was also a matter of still sort of keeping in mind the idea or the concept that you initially planned for it before you actually set out to go on the road. So we'll go over that a little bit shortly. Right, so with the concept that I had, I wanted to shoot a montage. Now unfortunately I cannot share the video yet because the client hasn't uploaded it, of course, but when they do, I'll make sure to link it in my following videos so that you guys can check it out. But I will include a few snippets here and there just for the purposes of this video. So from those, there were a couple of things that I wanted to get, a couple of specific shots that I wanted to get as well, and then from there was just a matter of putting it together. So first off, we were in Mohale and we got a couple of shots there. That was really cool. We weren't there that long because I think we left Mohale relatively late, so we literally only had just under 24 hours to shoot. And then subsequently after that, after the public holiday, which is Ascension Day, I finally got to shoot in Katse, and we got some really cool, interesting shots. Now, coming to the concept of the video and what I think is a really cool trick to have. First things first, right? When you develop any kind of creative shoot or concept, I think, and this could just be my bias as a cine, but it's always very important to think of the color palette that you want to go for, not just from a color grading perspective, but just in terms of the natural colors that you'll be getting on set or from the environment. So I definitely tried to vary out a lot of the shots that I was getting, or a lot of the content that I was getting for different scenes or different parts of the video. So definitely making use of my sunrises and sunsets, and then obviously shooting through the day, trying to get some blues, some purples, some oranges, and some browns, and all of that, because I think it's very important with a video to really try and explore or try to make it as colorful as you can from the actual natural colors that you get in terms of, you know, the sun's color temperature at the time and things like the clouds and the sky and all of that stuff, rather than just shooting just to shoot. Because I think the other thing is with this approach is it often comes across as you being a sort of perfectionist, because you know, you're that guy who's like, no, I want to shoot at sunrise, I want to shoot at sunset, I want to shoot at dusk or at dawn, and all of those things. So I think it's very important to really be intentional about shooting at certain particular times, just to ensure that you have a lot of differences in color. Because when you shoot everything during, you know, the daylight, everything gets kind of washed out and it looks really ugly or bland, or there's no drama to it. So that was one of the first things. And then the other things, as far as drone shots, for example, was obviously prioritizing drone shots with a lot of movement, because sometimes drone shots can also get very boring. Yes, the landscape is dope, but you want to include some very interesting movement in your drone shots. So that's tip number 2. And then another tip was, the way that I shot this was based off of sound design. And this is something that I've learned quite recently, which is try to get as many textures as possible, or try to shoot things that evoke certain sounds so that they make your edits a little bit more interesting. Because I think anything over a minute really starts to get really boring and old if, you know, there's no sound design or some sort of audio pleasure that kind of follows through with the visual pleasure as well. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be dropping another vlog next week from a different shoot as well. That was also really cool. But yeah, if you like this video and the tips that you got from here, please don't forget to like and subscribe again. As always, it's been your boy Mohale. See you next time. Bye.